Hello, everyone. This is the 22nd and 24th President of the United States, Cyndi Lauper here, with a message about some juice with a handful of dirt at the bottom of the bottle. You'll just love some juice with a handful of dirt at the bottom of the bottle. You can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram and Twitter. The link is in the description. Also in the description is the link to the Bonehead cartoon. Furthermore, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to all things Wrangleshank and all things in the book. Thank you.
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Everybody. That's right, I said, ah! Welcome to Ink the Book. I'm Ryan. I'm drawing page 181 of my first graphic novel, Bonehead, that I ink a little bit of just about every day. Today, being no exception. Let's get into it. Also, let's get some light on this page that I might see what I'm doing. Camera. I have the damnedest luck with camera. Okay. We got tea. We got ink. We got the next cup of tea brewing because this one's almost gone. Okay. So today is your father's birthday. No! Today is Father's Day. Which I didn't think about during yesterday's broadcast, but I've been thinking about it all week. So, I went to church this morning, and then I went out and got my dad a bunch of goodies. I always make a dad shaped care package every Father's Day. So I got him all kinds of dad stuff. I got him some Famous Amos cookies and a giant Mr. Goodbar, and let's see what else. Some ribeye steaks. Meat. And I got him like 3 bags of jumbo shrimp. And some non-alcoholic beer. And 12-pack of mug root beer. Because I love him so. And that's what you do. You get all those things when you love them. When you don't, you get them like a necktie with some gaudy design on it, Or you get like $100 gift card to Bed Bath and Beyond. Or you get like a t-shirt with a largemouth bass on it that says, "I love you this big." My dad is one largemouth bass. I don't know what I was going to say. Bad improviser. My dad is fishy. My dad smells like a lake. That's probably an actual t-shirt. But when you really love your dad, you get him root beer and candy and cookies and meat and rubbery fish or rubbery sea creatures to eat. So I dropped all that stuff off at my parents' house this morning, but my dad was just heading out the door, so he doesn't even know all that stuff yet, because he was going to his band practice. He does he sings in this fake band. I call it a fake band because I'm jealous. Also, they didn't quite make it to the top 40s. More like bottom of the pops. So I don't know. I think I'm going to go back out to my parents' house at some point today. I don't know where. I don't know when. I guess the where is my parents' house. I don't know why I said I don't know where. I just meant to say I don't know when. I'm just, dude, I've gotten like I got like 3 hours of sleep yesterday. Or, yeah, the night before last night, I think. And I got like 4 hours of sleep today. So I'm feeling a bit batty. But I will survive. I'm not feeling overly tired, just feeling a little kooky. A little I don't know. Silly. Here's Bonehead playing video games. So with this page, I've been keeping 10-page sets next to my desk here. And then I realized that this page was the last in this set. So I went and grabbed the next batch of 10 to put next to my desk. And then I moved the previous batch of 10 that I just finished over to the finished pile. And I'm excited about the next 10 pages. I think it's going to be fun to draw. I'm like all this laboratory stuff and all these stinking squares and the pyramid. I don't want to draw them. I'm sad that I'm drawing. No. But I'm excited about the next 10 pages. I think it's going to be fun. Sitting cross-legged on the floor. Sitting cross-legged on the floor. 250624. Yeah. Just like me mother used to make. So these are all Bonehead's memories as he's ascending this pyramid. The memories kind of correspond to his age, so as he gets higher, they're more current. Oh man, me and my roommate last night when I got home, we were watching. He found this streaming platform called Pluto that we get for free, or yeah, we get it for free, and it's got all kinds of oddball. Like it's kind of, I guess, the scraps of what's left to stream that isn't owned by every other, that isn't already got a flag planted in it by some other streaming platform. Whatever was left, Pluto got, including uh, The Adventures of the Super Mario Brothers 3, which looks like an animated show from the 90s. I don't know why it's 3. Super Mario Brothers 3. I'm going to look that right now because I am very curious. But we put that on. It looked like something I would have really liked when I was like 6. I remember specifically when I was 6 wanting to know more. I had this like solid rubber plastic Mario climbing piranha plant, or maybe it wasn't even it. Like I feel like I remember it being a cactus. It was probably a piranha plant that he was climbing, and I just thought the character looked cool. And beside that, I had probably seen a little bit of the, not even Super Nintendo, but the regular Nintendo Mario, and I'd seen the Bob Hoskins movie Mario with Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo, the Super Mario Brothers movie. But I didn't know a lot about Mario, or especially the character of Mario. But he was that style, like in the cartoon, which is kind of like the earliest that Mario ever looked like that. I don't know. And there's like an all green Bowser in it, and a Toad with, he doesn't have like the oval eyes. He has like little circle eyes. And he's voiced by some strange character voice actor, but I recognize the voice, but it was just kind of funny to hear Toad talk in his non-screechy, normal voice. Let me see. Adventures of the Super Mario Brothers 3, Wikipedia. Why is it called 3? Unlike its predecessor, the series dropped the use of the live actions predecessor. So that's so weird. Okay, so the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, which is always the one I'd heard of before, is based on Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario Brothers 2, and then The Adventures of the Super Mario Brothers 3 is based on 3, I guess. Still really weird. So it drops the is that I don't know. Yeah, but there was like a live action Mario and Luigi that would bookend the cartoon originally. I was looking for more information on that, but I wasn't seeing it, and I don't got time for that, son. But also, we were watching. Let's see, did we see anything else on there? I don't remember what else we saw on there. But we were watching Daria. Daria was on there. And I felt like it hadn't been that long since I'd last seen Daria, but it was just unfamiliar enough where I think I could stand a rewatch of Daria right about now. I was gonna do a little drop shadow under his skates here. Well, I posted in the Discord, I posted last night about the Incredible Crash Dummies, which was big in my house for a while. What I did not post about was the VHS tape that I got with. We actually got two of them. There was like a second wave of Incredible Crash Dummies figures. I only ever saw two in that set, but there was a character, Ted, who was another Crash Dummy that they introduced. And then there was a new design of the main bad guy, Junkman. And those ones came with like a VHS tape of a pilot for a CGI, early 90s CGI, or I should say late 90s, early style CGI animated pilot for a Crash Dummies cartoon. Which we watched a lot of. Slick and spin, slick and spin, slick and spin, get the job done. If they ever made more of that, I am unaware of it. But there's at least that. I'm pretty sure that's all there is. But yeah, the Incredible Crash Dummies, they were these like little action figures that looked like crash test dummies. And then the whole franchise was allegedly to promote safe driving, like wearing your seatbelt and stuff. And there were just these little action figures. I think they were by Playmates or something like that. And then when you push the buttons on their chest, they would fly apart, like their legs would pop off and their head would pop off. Then you could click them back together. You could even mix and match their parts if you wanted to. There was this tubby little one called Spare Tire. His name was Spare Tire, and they all had their names on their chest. And when you pushed his button on his chest, I don't think he came apart. I think you could pull him apart if you wanted to, but when you push the button around his belly, instead his eyes and tongue would pop out of his head. And then the bad guys were all these like junkyard car part robot bad guys. I like that I got to draw Petunia in different outfits. Because I've only ever, before this book, I had only ever drawn her in her little waitress outfit. And then in this, I already have her in the waitress outfit. I have her in a like a nice, fancy, shiny dress for a good chunk of this book already. And then here's a new dress. I like that dress too. And then here she is wearing a little jacket. And here she is wearing a new outfit. I don't know. Hey man, I didn't get to play dress up with my dollies when I was a kid. All my dollies had their clothes painted on. They had their robot skin and melted armor painted on them. When do you remember when that movie Small Soldiers came out? That was actually, I'm pretty certain that was Phil Hartman's last movie before he died. Yeah, because that came out like right around the same time he died, I think. I remember saying to my dad, like when we watched it, I was surprised that Phil Hartman was in it because I knew he had just died. And I was like, oh, they must have filmed this before he died. And my dad's like, no, duh. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I loved that movie because I was a big action figure kid. But I was a big monster kid. And all the toy lines that I liked, they all had monsters and stuff in them. But the monsters were always the bad guy. And I thought it was cool that I don't think they were designed this way in the movie. I don't think that it like in the movie the monsters are the good guys and the army hero guys are the bad guys in real life. But I think the intent behind the toys was like monsters were monsters and whatever. but when they come alive, I don't remember the plot of the movie very well. But when they come alive, the monster characters are the good guys in the movie, and the action hero army guys are the evil ones. And I thought that was really cool. And if you ask me, it's better that the monsters are I like that the monsters are the cool looking monster characters are the good guys more than I like what they do a lot today and just make you sympathize with the bad evil characters more. You make the evil characters the lovable character. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't think culture knows what it's saying either. But I bought that movie because my nephew was really into Toy Story for the longest time. I think he's a little over it now, but he was for the first few years of his life he was really into Toy Story. It was his favorite thing, and his parents were trying to get him into other stuff because it's like that's all he cared about. And so I got him the movie Small Soldiers because I thought it would be a good segue into other stuff. I don't know if he watched it and liked it. I certainly haven't seen it probably since 5th or 6th grade. I know I was in 5th grade when it came out. Is that Omri Katz in that movie? Omri Katz from Erie, Indiana, and Hocus Pocus. Let me see. Is that him? I don't think so. Gregory Smith. Kirsten Dunst is in that movie? What's his name? Tommy Lee Jones plays the main soldier bad guy. like the Converse shoes thing. I think I also inherited into my style doing tiled floors. Though I guess I don't do them as often, but like the checkered tile floors is something I certainly used to do a lot more, and I think I subconsciously got that from Tim Jacobus, the Goosebumps book cover guy. If you ever look at the original Goosebump book series covers, that's another recurring thing. Also, he does a lot of very bright. I've showed off my Art of Goosebumps book that I recently got a number of times already, but he also does these like really like neon bright oranges and purples and pinks a lot, and makes very good use of those like super bright colors. And he uses a lot of like really like bowed perspective, especially later on in this series. Bonehead. Gotta draw Bonehead, do I? That's what they're paying me to do. And by they, I mean I. And are paying me to do, I mean, am a jerk. I should get that cup of tea before it is totally cold. Okay. It's just out in the hallway. I'll be 2 shakes of a grasshopper's hand. Lord blimey, that's tea. All right. I am rejuvenated. My Nate has been juved. So, yeah, so we were watching a few episodes of Daria last night. Excuse me. Dang it. And I've seen Daria enough times where I was like, I didn't expect to be like, wait, what's going on here? And my roommate's like, this is when Jane and Trent's family is all visiting or something like that, or they're all back in town. And I was like, I don't quite, like, I feel like I kind of remember that, but it wasn't looking familiar. And I was like, and then the next episode came on, and I was like, I vaguely remember this, but I don't remember this. Like, where I was like, I didn't think I was that, like, it must be, the last time I've seen the series must be like 2011 or something. But I feel like I'd seen it sooner than that. I don't know. But I think a rewatch is in order at some point. It would take me a million years to get through that. I don't even know how to get on that Pluto thing. But I barely know how to use my own TV. Oh, the best is the Daria theme song, which is done by a band called Splendora. And besides the Daria theme song, the only other bit of music that I've ever found by them is this album called, it's called In the Grass. So Splendora in the Grass. Like splendor in the grass. And that is one of my all-time favorite albums. I love everything on that album. It's kind of this punk rock girl band, I think. At least it's all sung by a woman. I don't really know much about the band. I'm just now realizing. But yeah, one of my favorite albums. So there is a long form version of the Daria theme song too, out there somewhere. I could probably, honestly, I could probably play that album and not get into trouble because it's so I'm pretty sure it's pretty obscure enough that I wouldn't get into trouble for playing it. But I'm not going to do that. I've been kind of nudging Liam about doing music, about having him help me make music for these songs that I've written between the time I was like 16 and now-ish. Cause I'm no musician. I wouldn't say I'm quite a songwriter either. But I like making things that I enjoy. Like, I'm a big music guy. I like music a lot. So I want to make music happen. I want to write songs. But I want to make everything that I like. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make action figures. I want to make a board game or something. I want to make books. I want to make everything I like. I want to make t-shirts, mugs, stuff like that. Stuff that I like to own, consume. I want to be a part of it. So I always want to make music, even though I don't know how to play music or anything like that. And I always feel the need to like really harp on the fact that I'm not a musician, because when I try to make music, I don't want it to undermine. I don't want it to like belittle what actual musicians do, because I'm just so envious of what musicians are capable of that I just long to be a part of it. And I don't think it's the same when I make music as what like my musician friends do, which it should be noted that like when I make music, it is like a toddler using a paintbrush for the first time on a roll of toilet paper, compared to like uh, the Sistine Chapel. Bouguereau. I follow like some kind of like automated on Twitter. I follow this like automated Bouguereau account that just posts his paintings all the time, all day long, and just the most William Bouguereau, just the most. He does a lot of women and a lot of children, and they're just some of the most stunning paintings. I don't really know anything about him, but they just, some of them are just so beautiful. They capture some really capture expression on top of it, and it I don't know. Or Norman Rockwell. Norman Rockwell, I think, is amazing. I haven't seen any Norman Rockwell paintings in a long time, actually. I feel like I used to see them all over the place. I think these bushes are supposed to be all black. Yeah, so I've got the highlights singled out. La 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 la. La 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 la. This is my stop. Got to get off. I may go pop. Excuse me, etc.
Moisty me, dog. Moisty me. I'm stretching.
Now my arm is all the way on the other side of the room. My other arm has fallen out the window. That's how good I stretched. And back to normal. Oh, pride is not a sin. That's why I have gone on down to Walmart with my checkbook just to get you some. Like waves in which you drown me shouting, waves in which you drown me shouting, waves in which you drown me shouting. Like waves in which you drown me shouting, waves in which you drown me shouting, waves in which you drown me shouting. And by the lawn chairs there, next to the racks of guns, your self-esteem is waiting, canned up in aluminum. Like waves in which you drown me shouting, waves in which you drown me shouting, waves in which you drown me shouting. Like waves in which you drown me shouting, waves in which you drown me shouting, waves in which you drown me shouting. Like waves in which you drown me shouting, waves in which you drown me shouting, waves in which you drown me shouting. And I know you must have realized by now that's a particularly weird song on a particularly weird soul coughing album called Pensacola. The track is Pensacola, the album El Oso. I remember, and I like everything by Soul Coughing. They only put out 3 albums and some other stuff. I like everything Mike Doty does, just about. To this day. But the first dozen times I'd heard the album El Oso, their third and final album, I could not get into it. Or it was like there's a huge chunk of the album that I could not get into, rather. And then one day it clicked for me, and I loved that album about as much as the other 2. It just made sense all of a sudden. Whoa! I leaned in my chair and I feel like I almost tipped it over. Ugh. Almost fell face first into my ink. I need to get some oxygen to my brain. I am starting to fall asleep. Ugh. Maybe I should sing more lively songs. Or I could not sing. That might be a good idea. Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work we go, with hand grenades and razor blades. Hi-ho, 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 hi-ho. The body like soft serve dripping down in the June sun. I try to shoot a thought, but the thought sunk nothing to do but scratch words in the dirt and watch the water roll down. Baby Lutz comes into phase, but you're down in Marietta. So sweet my mouth was seared, but the words in your mouth were sweeter. Talking like the saint on the side of the accident. Talking like the clause in the lease about the late rent. My Candyland melted down to syrup while I watched the water roll down. Watch the water roll down. Day undone, 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 day undone. Watch the water roll down.
It's a snake face. It's a snake face. I am the snake face. Fear me.
Sorry, I'm trying to wake myself up because I am getting sleepy. I think the snake face is working. I'm alive again. I can walk and chew bubble gum again. Though I never would, because I've got a page to ink. Oh, there's crud on my mug. Oh. Look, everybody. It's this guy's face. I have a bad habit of not all the time drawing Bonehead's nostrils. Is how to say that sentence. Why, take this drawing, for example. There we go. Like waves in which you drown me shouting, waves in which you drown me shouting, waves in which you drown me shouting. Like waves in which you drown me shouting, waves in which you drown me shouting, waves in which you drown me shouting. Like waves in which you drown me shouting, waves in which you drown me shouting, waves in which you drown me shouting. And I know you must have realized by now. I don't mind worry following me like a dinosaur. I don't fear I am descending into the molten core. So far, I have not found the science. So far, I have not found the science. But the numbers keep on circling me. Okay, that's enough. I can count to 272. Would you like to hear that? I remember when I first got all the way to 272, and it was a big deal. Okay, that was a fabrication. I know nothing. I have no memories of 272 in my entire life, save for this present moment where I am talking about 272 specifically. So this would probably get cut off in any kind of printing, but I'm just bleeding to the edge of their page. Oh, want to see my brother Liam, who used to come onto the show a lot. He's a big Crash Bandicoot fan. I mean, we all are. We all love Crash Bandicoot. And we always say that he's like, because he was always like the biggest into Crash, I guess. And we always said he had like the same build of him. He like broad shoulders and kind of like tapered down from the chest down. And one Halloween he showed up as Crash Bandicoot. Let me see if I can. And he even made an Aku Aku out of wood. See, that's my brother. Everybody stop what you're doing. This is an emergency. I can't even remember the lyrics to that song. Something by Brian Duan. Oh, that's Waste Paper Basket Fire that I was starting to sing, but I don't remember that song well enough to sing it. Also, I think I've done enough singing for one day. For one bloody broadcast. What if I recited the alphabet backwards? Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. What if I pronounced the alphabet in one single word? Abkadefki, Jakolmanop, Korstuvixes. What if... What other tricks do I know? What if I did my best Robin impression? I could recite the entire Encyclopedia Britannica, start to finish, but that would take too long. I'll give you a sample. Volume 1. Let's see, what else can I do? Oh, check this out. Usually I don't have ink on my hands when I do this. Arrgh. It's like I'm 70. I'm the octogenarian artist. That would be somebody in their 80s. I don't quite know what someone in their 70s would be. Septuagenarian? Yeah, septuagenarian. Uh-oh. It's my dad. Dad, you're on the air. What's that?
What's up?
I'm inking a page. I'm inking a page.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Come back over after you're done inking the page. I'm on my way home now, and I'm stopping at the store, and then we're all gonna jump in the pool and stuff. Okay?
Okay.
So come on back over as soon as you're done with your page.
Yes, Daddy.
All right. Cool. Thanks.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
It's my dad. I gotta do what he says because it's Father's Day. And he's my dad. Took me to my Little League games. Mom didn't do that. I cannot imagine a life where my mom would have done that. My mom didn't get her license until she was 40, but I can't imagine her doing that if she had her license. I can't imagine her doing that if she had her license and my dad was like out of the picture. You know what I mean? I don't think she would have taken us to Little League games. I think Little League would have not happened in my life if my dad wasn't there. My mom can have like a really unreasonably low opinion of the strangest things where if you asked my mom if she was going to sign us up in Little League, she'd probably be like, "Oh no, I don't think so." Why not? Oh, I can't be bothered. Well, why? What's the matter with Little League? Or like if you pried about it, at some point I'm sure she'd be like, "It's just so stupid." Why though? But it'll be like the most out of the blue things. But she's not from around here. She's barely from around where she is. She's from this little island off the mainland of Ireland. So she's like old, like almost old world uh, country. Old country, old world. Like they had TV and stuff, but they didn't have like I don't know. When I went to Ireland when I was in second grade, it was. I feel like TV felt like 80s TV or something. It felt like a decade behind. That was my impression at the time, anyway. And they were like, everyone on that island was like farming and fishing, or down at the pub. Like, my grandfather built his own house. On which he raised sheep. Or not on his house, on his land. Sorry, I misspoke. He didn't raise sheep on his house. Though he could have if he wanted to. It's a free country. Not that one, this one. Hmm. So I was thinking about it yesterday, and by the time my dad was my age right now, 34, he had 5 kids. He has a total of 7, my parents. And here I am. This effeminate artist type. No, this I don't know. Single, no kids. Kind of made me sad when I realized he had 5 kids by this age, and here I am with none. Maybe someday. I see all these couples, and they're like, "Nah, we don't want kids." And I'm like, "Screw you." What a waste. What a waste of love and I don't know. I just feel like it's a missed opportunity. As I see it, I would love to have kids. That's probably my biggest goal in life, is to be a dad. Screw this artist thing. I would throw this in the garbage to be a dad. I would throw this in the garbage. I would mangle my hands to be a dad. I'd put them in this position forever. Fire, 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 waste paper basket, fire. Fire, 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 fire. Waste paper basket, fire. fine, fine lines. So he has smashed a potted plant. Doing all this fine detail work. And hypnotizing myself. So I don't feel so tired all of a sudden. Or as I guess not all of a sudden, but I don't feel as tired as I did a little bit ago. So that's good. I got that going for me. Like hyper focused on drawing these itty bitty details that I have on here. I just really like this drawing. Boy, I sure hope that I finish this page soon. So I can go swim in a pool. And go to the bathroom even. Not in the pool, sorry. That was a separate thought. I need to also use the bathroom. That really sounded like I was talking about you going to the bathroom in the pool. I have a funny way of accidentally saying two separate thoughts in ways that make it sound like one terrible thought. It's uncanny. Because I've done that many times before, I feel like. It's like I'll also like omit details when I'm talking to people sometimes. Because it's like, I know what I mean, but then I forget to say like a crucial bit of information. And then people are like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, oh yeah, I meant to say this part. This is a ball. A baseball. Oh, I just saw that. Well, I wasn't really watching it, but that episode of Futurama was on recently where I think my dad was watching it one of the last times I was at his house. Yeah, that's what it was. And it's like they're at a Blurns ball game. The first time we see Blurns ball. And Fry's like trying to figure out how it's played. And he's like, okay, I think I get it now. So there's two men on Blurns. Well, and he's like giving the rundown, relaying his understanding of Blurns ball. It sounds like he's just saying baseball talk, but with Blurns instead of base and stuff like that. But he's like, so there's two men on Blurns, and Blurns this and Blurns that and blah blah blah. And it sounds like he knows what he's talking about. And then Leela goes like, beside the word Blurns, that was complete and utter nonsense. Or complete and utter gibberish. One solid panel left, and then all these like little semi panels. Ale, 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 my eyes on the devil. Blue-eyed matador, I cry. I don't remember how it goes. Let that be a lesson to me. Quit singing. Don't quit your day job and your night hobby. I'm going to do all these little ones first. There's a doorway. Ale, 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 my eyes on the devil. And then here's Petunia's bow. This will never make it to the page, I'm sure. The final page. But I don't know. I don't know. Never made a book before, so I'll find out. I'll find out for sure and get back to you. Okay. Here's Bonehead running like a... Oh no, he's skating. While screaming, it looks. Been almost 2 hours. So I was hoping I would do a second page today, but I don't know how long I'm going to be at my parents' house. Yesterday I actually wasn't thinking about it being Father's Day today, even though I've been thinking about Father's Day the rest of the week. When I'm trying to plan my days and my week and stuff, is usually when I forget about major holidays. Not that Father's Day is a major holiday, but it's usually when I forget about stuff like Father's Day or like, I don't know, family parties or something. You know, I forget about all the stuff that's not on the calendar right in front of me or something that doesn't have a built-in date in my brain at this point. So, if you like this character and you haven't seen it already, there should be a link in the description to the Bonehead cartoon that I made. If it is not in the description, it should show up in the description shortly after I end the stream, because that's what I have to do for Twitch. But otherwise, it's in the video or the description of the other videos on my channel feed, whatever you call it. That's where you can find the Bonehead cartoon link if you haven't seen it and would like to check it out. It's a thing. It's a thing to do that you can do. What is this? What is even going on here? What is supposed to be? This is the strangest. It's like his head and his arms holding something, I think. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. I'm gonna get a pencil and figure out what I can do. No. Yeah. Blue-eyed matador, I cry. Ale, ale, ale. Making him digging with a shovel or something, I guess. Missionaries came to this place. They taught us manners. Now we cannibals always say grace.
and then we eat your face.
I was on a cruise ship out at sea. My fiance and me, the ship went down. Everybody drowned. And I was only glad the sea didn't swallow me. I can't help myself. I have a problem. I need to sing. I have a song in my heart. Sometimes that song is about cannibals eating people. Other times less so. Okay. I like that drawing. I wish it was a full drawing, actually. I wish it wasn't a drawing that was going to get cut out of the page. Okay, and then one more drawing of Bonehead. So this is actually the only part that is not a memory. This is current Bonehead. So the way I'm going to distinguish this panel from the other panels is inside the squares, all this black, when I color it, it's going to go to it's going to get, what do you call it? It's going to be a color hold where I replace all the black with something else. Like I'm imagining like a very dark orange. Or I was saying yesterday, I think I could even do like, I'm sure I could anyway, like a gradient of like different color. So it's like, because I want them to feel kind of hologrammy. I'm in the middle of a cannibal buffet. I'm feeling well. They like me that way. If you really want to know what's eating me, it's the man-eaters on the coast of Barbary. So the difference between that and this is this panel I would leave all black. And then you'll know. And then you'll know. When you know, you know. Let's see. I think it's mostly because I've been inking for over 2 hours. It's like my brush keeps drying up really fast. I think it gets harder to hold ink as time goes on. But I'm not too sure. Maybe my inkwell, which is a beer bottle cap, is drying up. Maybe it's just there's not enough wet ink in there anymore. Oh, what my roommate was originally telling me was on that Pluto streaming thing was he said it had like Family Double Dare and Legends of the Hidden Temple and all those things from back in the day, all those like game shows from early Nickelodeon. He was originally he originally put it on to look for Legends of the Hidden Temple. Then he got sidetracked by that Mario 3 show and and Daria. We started watching Daria, which is really I love Daria. I think that's a great show. I need to rewatch that. And I don't remember if he was just telling me that we get it for free or if it's a free thing anyway. It's probably just that we apparently get it for free with whatever cable we have. Or whatever. I don't know. He also has like all kinds of things that he's subscribed to that probably maybe comes through that free. I don't know. I don't know nothing about that stuff no mo. It keeps evolving and I don't. As the famous Matthew McConaughey line goes. No, I'm just kidding. He says something like that in Dazed and Confused. Something like that, but creepier, I think. Okay. And then There's some memories in the background. Okay, I'm getting sleepy again. This is a good way to hypnotize yourself. I just need someone in here standing over my shoulder going, "Quit smoking." No, I'm just kidding. Do your chores. Get a haircut. Which I should do. I've been meaning to get a haircut for like a month now. Whoops. I was gonna not color in this part.
Hi, everybody. I'm the Wake Up Snake. I'm here to wake Ryan up by getting his mind on something else for a split second.
Thanks, Wake Up Snake. Okay. I'm gonna get this ruler out and do these squares, and then I'm done with this page. Okay. And that's page 181 or something. Look at all them panels. That's more panels than you can shake a stick at. So it might be worth it to at least try. All right, I'm out of here. I'm going to go to my dad's house and celebrate Father's Day with my dad, I guess. Something to do. All right, everyone be good. Be good to your dad today. And be good to your dad every day, but especially today, because dads are great. My dad's great. Your dad's probably okay, too. All right, bye, everybody. I love you and my dad.